Greetings and welcome to another ObeLive live stream. I once again decided to dust off the microphone and share some thoughts on some footage that has been presented to us in the mainstream media, of course. My YouTube channel, I haven't had a lot of particularly, popular videos, but the ones that have done well have mostly been those about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. So that is, I couldn't help do this stream tonight. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, the old me, if this was back in, say, 2022, I would have been all over this on YouTube. But I thought to myself, I'm not prepared to do I haven't prepared myself for a live stream. But then I thought, yeah, let's do it. I mean, how long does it take to set up a stream? So forgive me if we're a little bit rusty, a little bit behind tonight. Just to let you know, if anyone is tuned in live, that's a bit of a rarity for my live streams these days, getting anyone tuning in live. But if it does happen, anyone wants to say hello, we do have a live chat, which I'll be keeping an eye on to the best of my abilities. Actually, yeah, let me monitor my live chat a minute. Yeah, so Harry and Meghan. I have... it was about back in 2017, 2018, Harry and Meghan had their first child, Archie, and that was the first time I ever questioned what we were being shown of a baby being delivered. I wondered to myself, hang on, are we being gypped with what we're being shown here? Things don't look particularly right. Let me bring up my channel and see. Oh my goodness, my apologies there, I don't know what happened there. I do know what happened. I'm using a trackpad instead of a mouse, and it doesn't make for a very smooth experience. So every so often that might happen. Please bear with me if it does. Hopefully it won't. Right. Yeah, I came across all these headlines. I did a search because I occasionally open up Twitter. There's always people on Twitter bashing Harry and Meghan. There's a lot of people on social media that do, do very well by disliking this couple. Maybe in the past I could have put myself in that sort of in that class and say I wasn't a fan of the royals. I just don't have it in me anymore to be so... I haven't got it in me to hate, basically. So I don't hate this couple. A lot of people do. But it was this particular headline that caught my eye, the Daily Mail, or the Mail Online, as it's called these days. Conspiracy theorists push bizarre claims that Meghan Markle's baby bump is fake, in big writing. In twerking video that made the world cringe. We are going to watch that video actually in a minute. But first there was something else I came across on... Yeah, it was a tweet actually. Let me find it. Yeah, Harry and Meghan have put... Well, it was the picture they shared. Apparently it is the second... Harry and Meghan's second child, Lilibet or something, is 4 years old today. So to celebrate, Harry and Meghan released a load of unseen photographs. One of which is this one. Some people suggested that the positioning of the hand doesn't look correct. Oh, what have I done there? Wrong button. Yeah, well, these were two of the pictures that the royal couple presented us. When I first saw it, I thought, I had to verify it was actually real, and I can definitely confirm it comes from Meghan Markle's verified page on Instagram. Happy birthday to our beautiful girl. 4 years ago today, she came into our lives, and each day is brighter and better because of it. Thanks to all those sending love and celebrating her special day. Interesting thing about Meghan and Harry's Instagram account. Hang on, how do we zoom out easy enough? There's no way of... You can heart it, but you can't leave comments. I'm not sure if that's a new thing. Does this couple get a lot of dislike perhaps? So They have turned off the likes. Right, yeah, it was the positioning of the hand in this video that a lot of people objected to. They suggested, well, for one thing, you can see due to the position of the thumb that this is absolutely the baby's right hand. Right, how do I get rid of that? I've got to erase it. However, if we do really zoom in, you can see that it would appear this arm is behind the body, almost as if it's, I don't know. If we take a close look, it would look like this here is the chest of the baby, or maybe it's certainly part of the baby from what we can see. I don't know. But yeah, it's been suggested that this hand doesn't look right. I mean, this isn't the half of it. This is nothing. I could not believe my eyes when I actually saw what the main part of this video is going to be. Yeah, the first child Harry and Meghan had, I was all over it, saying it looked like a doll. The second child, I never looked at particularly closely. Yeah, so, I mean, the face of it, yeah, I guess it could look like a doll. I wouldn't have any doubts about that. But it was the video that this couple put out. Right, let's go back to the article by the Mail, in which conspiracy theorists push bizarre claims that Meghan Markle's baby bump is fake in a twerking video that made the world cringe. I mean, they admit that the video we watch of these two is cringeworthy. We want to watch it. We'll watch a couple of seconds of it. It is cringeworthy. You're absolutely right. I'll agree with the Mail online. This is a heavily pregnant woman who is being... Oh, annoyingly, you cannot pause these videos because they just bring this rubbish up if you do. So we'll just have to play it through. Hopefully you're not hearing the terrible music that comes along. Look at this couple and think, apparently Meghan was a week overdue at this point. Now there are all sorts of lumps and bumps going on underneath her dress. Maybe they have stuck something over the top to give you the impression that, you know, maybe they've got some sort of monitor on it, goodness knows what. But yeah, I don't think anyone who suggests that this is not for 1 second and heavily pregnant woman, yeah, you're 100% correct. Anyone that presents a video like this to you and tries to tell you it's legitimate are laughing at you. They are making fun of you. They think you're worthy of being mocked. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, just like their first child. I mean, whoever's putting this stuff, whoever's presenting these videos to us, I'm not going to suggest it's, you know, any. My thinking was it was always a production company that does all this stuff. Anyway, let's read the article. Social media conspiracy theorists have weaponized... Right, can we... Apologies if the writing's a bit small. Check you can see it all. Right, I want it all to fit in on the page. Social media conspiracy theorists have weaponized Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's twerking hospital video to spread wild and groundless speculation that she wasn't pregnant at all and was wearing a moon bump. It's barely groundless when it's the actual, you know, the grounds are the video, but whatever. Right, a group of Twitter critics of the Sussexes have even made the extraordinary claim that the dancing video was faked and made on a film set or could be AI generated. Yeah, both definitely possible. Wouldn't doubt that at all. This certainly isn't a couple of expectant parents who are concerned and worried that they're, you know, that they're about to give birth. No, Meghan's dancing away. Big fake smile on her face. Yeah, I said at the beginning of this stream, I don't dislike the royals. I'm not here to hate Harry and Meghan. I'm just here to hate how much rubbish we're fed and expected to believe. Right, the Duchess shared the throwback clip, because it was 4 years ago, on her Instagram to mark her daughter's 4th birthday, saying there was only one thing left to do when the princess was overdue, and spicy food, walking and acupuncture failed to kickstart labour. Bear in mind, in order to bring pregnancy on, hospitals have been known to squirt pig's semen into a woman to induce labour. Right, but conspiracy theorists have poured over the video in order to make wild and even unhinged claims about her, including that her pregnancy was faked and she wore a prosthetic fake belly button known as a moon bump. Watching that video, why would anyone think anything else? As I said, I've covered Meghan before, I've covered a lot of these pregnancies before, a lot of celebrity pregnancies, and they have a lot of things in common, let's just say that. Several claimed, without credible evidence, yeah, I think the video is the evidence, that her bump was too high or the wrong shape to be real. Others said her ability to dance that way at 9 months meant she was either superhuman or not pregnant at all. Others have sought to back the incredible and baseless claims that the Sussexes used a surrogate by claiming the equipment in the background suggested it was not on a labour ward. Okay, maybe. It is, yeah, I mean, whatever's going on under the dress, the fact that the Mail online can actually present these images, tell you that these people, tell you what is being suggested, and yet they'll make it appear that you're mad not to believe that this couple's pregnancy is genuine. Yeah, a few people tweeted about it and were probably spot on. The book girl, this is crazy. I do not for 1 second believe this video is real. Who the heck dances like that when readying to labour? No one. The bump is misshapen and she still doesn't look pregnant. Overloading lies. Well, she certainly hasn't put weight on anywhere else. But yeah, let's read on. Trolls have also claimed, why are you a troll if you suggest that this fake looking video is isn't genuine? That makes you a troll? Maybe. They've claimed Meghan would have been wearing a gown and would have had to have her jewellery removed. Others have questioned why she wasn't hooked up to an IV. Some Twitter users crudely marked the pictures with what they considered to be inaccuracies using childlike scribbles. Yeah, look at the thumbnail of this video and see if that's exactly what I did. Mail Online have asked the spokesman for the Sussexes to comment. It sparked a social media frenzy. In it, Harry is seen coming into view in the camera as Starkeisha's viral Baby Mama song begins to play. A heavily pregnant Meghan then starts twerking in front of a hospital bed before she gyrates around on the room. Yeah, 4 years ago, this also happened. Both of our children were a week past their due date, so when spicy food, yeah, we've read all that. The Baby Mama dance was a social media craze back in 2018 with celebrities Shay Mitchell, Chloe and Lauren Goodman all previously posting videos of themselves taking part in this trend. That's interesting. So a lot of celebrities seem to be dancing around while pregnant. Is that what they're saying? I'd be curious to see some of these. We're going to follow these links. Maybe it'll take us to Lauren Goodman twerking with a fake baby bump. Okay, not as it would appear. I guess you'd have to go onto her Instagram account. I'm sure she's got one. We'll have a look in a minute. Right, yeah, if we go to a channel, as I said, I've made videos. Are all celebrity pregnancies a lie? Rihanna, Katie, all the ones faking their moon bump. Harry and Meghan have upgraded their doll. Every fake pregnancy should have one. And it was this one I did about Lara Trump and Cardi B faking their pregnancies. We've got that video lined up here, of course, in this video. What do you think we see Cardi doing? Of course, she dances around supposedly heavily pregnant. Where are we? Okay, here we go. Yeah, this was Cardi B, supposed to be 9 months pregnant, or maybe not the full term, but pregnant women, you know, that is not an easy, comfortable thing for a pregnant woman. You must be mad, Cardi, if you want us to believe that. Right, we'll go back to the article. The other image was of Harry holding Lilibet as a baby while they looked at each other. Meghan wrote in a post accompanying the pictures, "The sweetest bond was Daddy's little girl and the adventurer." Yeah, the other picture they were referring to is this one. I'm not sure how old the child's meant to be in that picture. We probably could look closer. In fact, maybe we don't need to. Yeah, there was something if we again do a close-up on Meghan, one thing you can see in this, even though she's just given birth, she is absolutely caked in makeup. Actually, let me show you more closely the areas I'm on about. We'll get there in a minute. Yeah, her forehead is just absolutely caked. I see we've got Joker Man in the live chat. Thanks for tuning in this evening and being with us. Yeah, look at this forehead. Yeah, there certainly seems to be some sort of texture going on here. Almost to the point of, you know, a ridiculous amount of something or other has been rubbed into her forehead. Who knows why? Is that the face of a doll? I guess you'll have to decide that yourself, but bear in mind, if you do, the Daily Mail would consider you a unhinged, basically. You're unhinged if you don't believe that a overdue pregnant woman will dance around like this. As I said, as I said, they mentioned a couple of other celebrities that apparently have done it. Shay Mitchell, never heard of her. So we'll go on Instagram and have a look at Shay Mitchell. I'm sure they've all got accounts. Of course they do. I'm not sure how easily we'll find this person twerking video back in 2018 apparently, so it isn't going to be a recent one. But yeah, I've made quite a few videos about the fake rubbish they expect you to believe heavily pregnant women can do. In that video about Lara Trump and Cardi B, I added a clip which we will have a look at in a minute. Right, well here she is. Obviously, like all good celebrities, these people use the image of their child to help promote their own brand. Right, of course they also paint themselves as witches. 83 weeks ago, 2023. Yeah, I've got 5 years of tweets to go back. I don't think I'm going to easily find it. Let's see, what was her name? Shay Mitchell, and we'll just do a search for it. Shay Mitchell baby mama or something like that. Okay, I'm not sure if these celebrities are pregnant. Yeah, of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? Pregnant celebs post video doing viral baby mama dance. Believe me, you don't want to hear the audio. It is terrible. I don't know who any of these celebrities are. Right. Oh, for goodness sakes, they don't let you pause these things. Chloe and Lauren Goodman. I don't know who these two people are, but mum pregnant with triplets tries the baby mama dance. Oh, come on, get real. Right, we'll watch that after. Yeah, two heavily pregnant sisters. None of them have any problem. Next time you see a 9-month pregnant woman, ask her to do some of these moves. See how easily and comfortably it can be done. It's, not. Yeah, I'm going to say this curated... Look how skinny this woman is. Okay, yeah, we get to see... Well, that was interesting. Her hair blocked the back of her skirt. I've just skipped back there. You have to look close. Like I said, we can't pause it, but I'm guessing the join of that bump goes around it. Okay, that's that one over and done with. Where were we? Are we going to be able to find that other one? Here we go. Mama with triplets. A maiden video of baby doing acro yoga. Okay. Right. Someone with triplets. Very easily, very comfortably. Yeah, please enjoy an advert for whoever this is. Snapdragon. Excellent. Okay, this video is brought to you by Snapdragon. Oh my goodness, this woman's meant to be pregnant with triplets. No, please don't tell me you expect us to believe that's a real pregnant stomach, do you? The chat wins. Yeah, this is a joke. By the way, look how big that woman's jaw is. I don't want to go too much into that. This is pure mockery of any pregnant woman ever. These celebrities are laughing at you. They're taking the PISS out of you. And they have no fear that you'll ever suspect them of it. Yeah, that isn't... Oh, okay. Chucking money around because that's what their pregnancy is. It is a money-making thing. Raises their profile, gets them gigs. They probably sell footage of them in the delivery room. Don't forget, it's not been unknown for celebrities to post pictures of themselves having miscarriages. Actually, sorry, it wasn't a miscarriage. Celebrities have posted pictures of themselves having abortions to Instagram. What is wrong with these people? It goes beyond ridiculous. Always selling something. I can't watch this anymore. It's making me too angry. Pregnant woman does the yeah, I could watch this for hours, I think. Steph Claire. Right. I'm not going all the way back to 2018 to see their fake babies, but I would have no doubt that that is as fake as it gets. By the way, another subject we did look at was a couple of months ago was a car crashing into some footage. Okay, sorry. Let's finish up with the babies. Where were we? Just more rubbish that they expect people to believe pregnant women can do. This woman is heavily pregnant. We're about to see on the screen, doing exercises. This is from the video. Did Laura Trump and Cardi B fake their pregnancies? Want to seriously injure yourself during pregnancy? Try copying some of these moves. It is not only dangerous, it's like, irresponsible of the mainstream media to promote these videos, because they won't for 1 second be saying, do you think this woman's faking this? Do you think she's not really pregnant? No, not for a second. They'll be promoting this woman as a superwoman, someone you should look up to, someone you should idolise, go and follow her Twitter account, because she's the bee's knees, as it were. She isn't. She's just part of a big fakery going on involving celebrities, Instagram, and pregnancies. It is not something you want to involve yourself in. So, yeah, we also, of course, can't go anywhere without sharing this footage. Katy Perry mocking pregnant women by doing a very similar thing. Right, my thoughts with the story of Katy Perry when she got pregnant, I thought it was going to end up being, based on this footage, that Katy Perry would at some point accuse Orlando Bloom, who is the father, supposedly, of her fake child. I thought they were going to do a story that Orlando Bloom would be revealed to have been an abusive partner because of what goes on. They're laughing at her, they force her to get out of her car and do this. This is what they request Katy Perry does. Again, her stomach is no more realistic looking than any of the other ones you might see. In fact, it's even faker. I hope you can see it. I know it's only a small image, but yeah. So, in light of the Daily Mail trying to tell you that you're a nut job if you if you believe that these, not just Harry and Meghan, but all celebrity pregnancies, a lot of celebrity pregnancies are fake. Oh my goodness, I've had background music playing all throughout the stream. I do apologise, hope that wasn't too distracting. Yeah, I do monitor the audio, but my hearing's so bad, I barely hear any of that stuff. Jokerman says they'll be sending them to space next. Yeah, Katy Perry's gone to space, obviously. That was a recent story. Yeah, another regular viewer of mine, Mudlight Digging at the Thames, pointed out, due to the fact that recently I covered, in one of my live streams, I covered something where a car crashed into a public place. So they informed me, where is it? I'm pretty sure it was a live stream I did it in, maybe not. Must be. Oh, it was a live stream. These aren't live streams. Yeah, I did one about Sports Direct getting ram-raided with a car. And apparently during a recent Premier League Champions celebration, something similar happened. It isn't a story I've looked into. I'm sure if we did take a closer look, we would see some, some questionable things. Maybe we'll have a quick look, I don't know. So I'm not going to look at any more fake celebrities. Alright, we will bring the display up once more, and we'll just have a... Apparently, Liverpool Ram or something, was it a car crash? I don't know if that will bring up... yeah, it was a Liverpool parade crash. I remember the press, or the police, apparently went to the unusual lengths of pointing out that this definitely wasn't racially motivated or motivated by a person's... Basically, no one shouted Ali Akbar, put it that way. Yeah. Right, more than 100 people have now been reported injured after a car drove into crowds celebrating Liverpool's victory parade. I used to be able to put this in reading mode. I don't know if I can do that anymore. Immersive reader mode. We lose the images, that's the only thing. The incident occurred on Water Street in Liverpool just after 6 p.m. on Monday. As of the 2nd of June, 4 people remain hospitalised. Merseyside police said that On Monday, that number of reported injuries had risen to 109, a huge increase from the initial 79 reported last week. This is a complex space. People are looking for a payout, so they're suddenly saying, yeah, I was there. I scraped my arm on the wall when it happened. I tripped over the curb trying to get out of the way. Can I have some money, please? More than 500 submissions. Okay. I would like to thank everyone who has been in touch so far. Yeah, they police asked people to hand over any footage they had. They don't want anyone seeing it other than what's, other than what the Daily Mail, for example, might show you. More than 500 submissions have been made to the incident police portal. Yeah, I haven't looked at this one. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but let's see. A former Royal Marine is charged with 2 counts of wounding with intent. Okay, so it was a deliberate act, whatever it was. Right, what was the person's name? I've lost it. Doyle. I expect it gets mentioned earlier on. Paul Doyle. We are going to just quickly bring up a numerology calculator for this one. 53 years old, obviously doesn't like Liverpool. It could well be that some people are so het up by football that they will actually go to the lengths of injuring people. Alright, I've misspelt that, but I don't think it matters. Okay. 38 and 39. Pythag and Chaldean. What about the name Doyle? There's a 20 and a 25. Okay, so no dual numbers there, but yeah, as I said, I've not been there, I wasn't there, I haven't looked into this, so I'm not going to make any call on anything that happened. Only they managed to get lots of nice pictures of it to sell to the press. I mean, it is the sort of thing that you could expect, yeah, you may expect to be yeah, it might sort of thing that I wouldn't be surprised to see images of water bottles, trainers. We watch the video and then we will be bringing this stream to a close after we've watched this video. Right, that will be. You won't be able to see that properly, will you? Shame we can't have like half view or something. Okay, it's just looking at the police walking around, nothing exciting. Okay. How long have we been streaming? As I believe we're gonna bring things to a close in a second. 37 minutes, and yeah, we're cropping off the first couple, so I guess this probably is going to be about the right place to thank everyone for tuning in. I say everyone, especially Joker Man, who is in the live chat. Thank you. I appreciate you commenting and still tuning in. Right, yeah, as I said, I'm not really prepared particularly well for tonight's live stream, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. Hopefully it wasn't too flaky or rusty. I imagine I probably forgot to mention something. I expect there was something I was supposed to cover that I completely forgot about. Nonetheless, yeah, I've been calling out Harry and Meghan as faking their pregnancy for a long time. Let's bring the live chat up. Hopefully you can read that. Do you know what? One person in tonight's live chat, I think that's one more person than we managed in the last one. yeah, as I said earlier, I haven't, during my YouTubing on this channel, the only videos that generally do well are those that I sort of edit. Live streaming doesn't always do that well. If I wanted views, I would be editing these videos, not doing them live. But sometimes you just got to get in front of the mic and speak your mind. Okay. Lots of love to you too, also Joker Man. Hope you're doing well. I hope anyone who takes the time to tune in to this is also doing well. If anyone wants to show their appreciation for tonight's stream, they thought it was worthy of some appreciation, please take the time to hit the thumbs up button before you leave us tonight. Subscribing and sharing. I've been very inactive on this channel lately, so I doubt many people have subscribed to my channel lately, but if you haven't and you want to, yeah, please consider it. Okay, a quick thanks sheet that I put up for anyone that wants to watch it. I'm going to leave you with some enjoyable music to play out with, and I'm going to put a message on the screen thanking you for watching. I will be back again at some point with another live stream. More content. I am still putting shorts out. Thanks to anyone who watched them, who's watched this. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and as always, I highly recommend observing the Sabbath day. Never a mistake as far as I'm concerned. Best day of the week, bar none. Okay, that is what I'm going to leave you with this evening. Thanks for tuning in. Thank God for blessing me with the ability to live stream tonight. And take care. Over and out. Good night.